This is a problem from Francois Tardieu's book, Backgammon Strategic Concepts, from chapter 4, which goes over the blitz and possible blitzing positions. Here's the position. We're blue. We rolled a 6-4. Our home board's in the bottom right. We really would have preferred a roll like double fours where we could have made two home board points, our 2 and our 4, or double threes where we could have moved these two guys up to the 21 point and made our 3 point, or even double twos, moving these two guys up, making our 4 point, or possibly 2-6 where we could hit this blot, or 3-5, hit the blot. But we got a 6-4, so we got to deal with it. This is actually a modification of problem 4.16, which is on the left here. What Tardieu's done is taken two checkers off the midpoint and moved them to red's 9 point and 7 point, making their board stronger here. And the question is, in the original position, making the 4 point was best. Here, should we do that? Should we still make the 4 point, given red's stronger board here? So here's a position. Do we make the 4 point or do we make the 2 point? Look at Tardieu's expert analysis with his summary, and we'll get feedback from Extreme Gammon. Here's the play where we make the 4 point, 10-4, 8-4. And here's the play where we make the 2 point, sending red to the bar. Here are the two boards after each play. On the left is the play where we made our 4 point. And on the right is what the board looks like after we make our 2 point, sending red to the bar. Look at each board. Look at the features of each position, of each board. Look at the pip count, the strength of each player's board, threats facing each player, and think of and choose which one you would make, choose which play you would make. Remember, choosing the right play is nice, but the real goal is to understand why the recommended play is the best. Here are some things that are going to factor into our decision. Red's stronger 4 prime now is going to be a part of our decision. Red's two back checkers that are split back here are going to play a role in our decision. Our two back checkers, which are not split, they're stuck on the 24 point. Our board, we have two points made in our board, same as red's 2 points, the 5 and the 6 point. And the blot on red's 16 point, or our 16 point, is going to be a factor in our decision. Let's see what Tardieu and Extreme Gammon say. The play where we make our 4 point is considered a blunder. That's because even though we're making a solid structure here, hoping to get that 7 point made, so we can have a 5 prime. What's very different is red's structure right here. They're ready to attack. They're not getting ready. They're ready. We need to slow them down because they're ready to attack. They're in position to attack. So we need to hit red with a tempo hit to slow red down, which is making the 2 point. By making the 2 point, we are looking at red's board here, which is poised to unleash a strong attack and threatening to crush us. And we're saying, we need to make a tempo hit. We need to send red to the bar and make some time for ourselves. A tempo hit is hitting to prevent the opponent from doing something good, like killing us here, holding us back. A tempo hit hinders our opponent's progress, slows it down, gains us time because our opponent is forced to use their next turn entering from the bar and going back into play. Hopefully they won't enter from the bar. It'll take another turn, which is going to be stalling their development, slowing them down. A tempo hit is often correct when our opponent would otherwise have many productive rolls if we don't hit them, which you'll see they do. They have many productive rolls if we don't hit them. So that's why we're going to hit them. Once we hit red and red's in the bar, our next step would be to split our back checkers, get them moving so that we can possibly attack and get this third checker of reds, send it back. And if we can do that, then we have a chance of winning. It's going to be a hard battle. We're only 43% favorites to win here. So it's not going to be easy, but that's our uh, mission. That's what we got to do. Alex Shagian says the correct play is dependent on the likelihood of future outcomes. We should look to the future, consider our opponent's upcoming rolls as well as our own, which is what I'm doing here. If we look and see what happens when we make the 4-point, we're giving red a lot of good rolls. A lot of rolls with 18 good rolls where they can make either their 3-point, their 4-point, their 9-point, their 18-point, or their 22-point. 18 different rolls where they can make a point. It's a lot of good rolls by making the 4-point. So we don't want to do that. Also, if we make the 4-point, there's only one really bad roll from them, double sixes. In contrast, if we make the 2-point, only giving them 10 good rolls where they can enter and make the 9-point or the 21-point or hit us. So 10 compared to 18. And then we're giving them 9 very bad rolls where they don't come in at all. So if we compare the two different rolls, we can see that by making the 2-point, we're minimizing their good rolls, and we're maximizing their bad rolls by making the 2-point. So we should make the 2-point. So red's stronger prime. Red is ready to shut us down. They're threatening to shut us down right now, so we need to move fast. We need to hit them. They have a lot of powerful rolls that are ready to go if we don't hit them. So we have to hit them, disrupt their timing, slow them down. And luckily, red's two split back checkers gave us that opportunity. Even though it was those splitting your back checkers makes it easier for them to escape, it also is a little bit more risky, and we're going to take that opportunity and hit them and destabilize them, send them to the bar now. Our two back checkers are stuck back in the 24. So now that we are hitting red, it gives us the opportunity to split our back checkers, which are our biggest liabilities right now. We got to get those guys out of there, get them moving by splitting them. Once we've split them, we made that 2-point, we'll have the advantage in home board. We'll have 3 points made compared to red's 2 points, which will help us in a hitting war, which we might get into because we're going to be trying to get that blot on red's 16-point here. We can get that blot, which we didn't have in the original position. Now we got that extra blot to target and shoot for, which makes this blitzing running plan a little bit stronger. Because if we can hit this blot, send a third checker back, that's going to help our game and possibly enable us to win. Won't be easy, but that's our best plan. So we should send red to the bar, make the 2-point, and then try to hit that blot and bring our checkers around. Tardieu summary: when your opponent is about to unleash a strong attack of their own, which they are here, they're all ready to go. Our best defense is to attack them first by making the 2-point, hitting the 2-point, sending red to the bar. Hope you got something out of the video. If you haven't done so already, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. I appreciate it. Thank you.